Hallo meine lieben Zuschauer und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einem weiteren Part von Chernobylite. Oder Chernobylite oder so. So, ich bin jetzt immer noch hier und versuche jetzt mal okay. Scheiße. Okay. Okay. Jetzt weiß ich aber immer noch nicht. Okay, jetzt muss ich irgendwie...
Fuck this! They don't pay me enough for this bullshit. Enemy spotted! Engaging! He's holding over there!
Alter, wo kam der denn auf einmal her? So, wo habe ich jetzt hier mal meine... So, können wir gleich nochmal hinterher schieben. Alter, wo kam der denn auf einmal eben gerade her? Ja, aber verdammt nochmal, wie komme ich denn jetzt hier nochmal einen höher? Hä? Da, warte mal. Dahin ist noch eine Treppe. Ah, hier. Ja, toll. Das hat's jetzt auch gebracht. Nee, also... Wie kommt man denn jetzt dahin? Ja, also... Ich weiß nicht, wie man da jetzt hinkommt. Tut mir leid, aber ich habe keine Ahnung, wie man da hinkommt. Ich weiß nicht, wie man da jetzt hinkommt.
Ah, shit.
Ach, Scheiße. Na, super, ey. Ja, also Leute, ich habe keinen Plan. Nö, also ich habe keine Ahnung, wie man da hinkommt. Tut mir leid, aber... nö. Ich habe fucking nochmal keine Ahnung, wie man da jetzt hinkommt. Oder ich renne daran wahrscheinlich schon wieder komplett dran vorbei. Wahrscheinlich ist das ja irgendwas an den Computern da oben oder so und ich habe das mal hier nicht gepeilt. Oder? Ja, ja, genau.
Okay, I'm at the generator.
Oh.
The shadows are out! Fucking hell! Fire! Fire at will! Target ahead! Over there! Keep shooting! More coming! Watch your six! Stay alert!
Disabling the generator must have opened the shadow cages. The guards will be quite busy for the next little while.
Not afraid of the dark, are you? Seriously though, watch yourself. Those things will eat you just as soon as any guard.
Supi! Ach, jetzt muss ich dahin wieder zurück. Na, supi. Jetzt muss ich wahrscheinlich wieder zum Fahrstuhl. So, was ist jetzt?
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Koslov.
Ja, ich weiß nicht, ob ich ihn... Manchmal reagieren die Leute überraschend positiv, wenn man einfach sagt, wie es ist. Damit hat er bestimmt nicht gerechnet. Jetzt muss ich ihn unter Druck setzen. Ich weiß nicht, ob man ihn so unbedingt einschüchtern kann. Ne?
I'm not interested in talking to you, but I need to find Tatjana, and you're in my way.
Is that so? Those few words you just said tell me you have no idea what's going on here.
Come Come on. He's just trying to weasel his way out of it. Kill him now. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait. You're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information.
He's full of shit. Just pop him and blow.
You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay. I'll bite. But you better have answers.
Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is. Move.
Ich schaue doch Michael, ob es ihm gefallen wird oder nicht. Ich will Antworten haben.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department. But I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man-to-man, Professor Kamieniuk.
What the fuck? Why did you bring this asshole here? You were supposed to punish him for what he did, and then leave his corpse as an example.
My poor fellow. I suppose you expect me to acknowledge you and apologize for something I've done. Sadly, I am forced to disappoint you. I have no idea who you are, nor do I care.
I don't like this one bit. Let's put an end to this, and fast.
You should be careful with that one, Kamieniuk. Women are often far more cruel than men. I've seen her kind in... well, it hardly matters. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets. I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
We'll see about that.
Are we done with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Koslov. That would be a mistake.
Beende das Verhör und frag nach der Parole.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. That pretty dream. I don't know what to tell you.
You're the head of security. Am I to believe you're not privy to everything that goes on at the power plant?
Professor Kamieniuk, listen. I am here to earn a little extra money so I can retire someplace nice and send my nephew to an Ivy League university. I have zero interest in anything that doesn't directly concern my men and my job.
If you don't tell me, I swear.
I cannot tell you what I do not know, Professor. Semenov is the authority in this area. Talk to him if you want to know more about the experiments or this Tatiana girl.
Semenov may be the brain, but he isn't responsible for the atrocities in the zone. That's your doing.
You seem like a smart fellow, Kamieniuk. Why would you buy into this nonsense?
What do you mean?
Whatever Semenov told you, he is the real puppet master. He has great influence over the board.
The board?
The big money people in the tailored Italian suits. The people who make money by making money. Semenov convinced the board he's going to transform NAR into a $1 trillion business. To them, he's like an investment banker messiah.
Semenov isn't rounding people up and torturing them, filling mass graves with civilian corpses. That's you.
Well, naturally, you'll get a distorted view of what's going on when you only hear one side of the story.
Uh-huh. What's your side of the story, then?
This is a war zone. I am responsible for keeping my men safe and doing my job. Some collateral damage is unavoidable in any conflict. But trust me when I say I've already had a bellyful of civilian misery. I do my absolute best to keep their suffering to a minimum.
Ist vielleicht doch der Semenov der große böse Wolf?
Tell me about the experiments. What is Semenov doing in the lab?
I wish I could tell you. But as with tracking down trespassers, that is not my department. My task was to ensure Semenov could work undisturbed.
You lie. I've seen everything. I've even studied Chernobylite myself. How can you claim to know nothing about it?
I know about its applications, yes. I know that it can act as an unlimited energy source, that it can be used in transportation, medicine, and can even be weaponized. But I don't know any details about its implementation. I'm not a scientist, just an old soldier.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Look, I'm not a personal friend of Semenov. His findings may be profound, but at what cost? Remember, it was Semenov who botched the experiment that released the shadows into this world. Can you guess how many people I've lost fighting those things? Don't ask me where these creatures came from, because I have no idea. From a nightmare, perhaps. Semenov has a god complex. He believes he can advance the human race, a bold claim, especially in this part of the world, no? We lived in the shadow of people who wanted to turn us simple bread-eaters into angels for almost the entire century. But I've been around. I've seen things. So you can understand why I'm skeptical when I hear such claims.
Okay.
How do I enter that power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again. What is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of tramps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are, right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's skip the guessing game and you just tell me.
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
It's too dangerous to let him live. I believe we already agreed on that.
I want to ask him about wrestling fast.
He's mine. I want him to experience a slow descent into hell. Fucker! He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
Okay, good.
Sorry. I can't let you go.
You're making a mistake, Professor. One you will dearly regret.
Das ist eure Taskation, was ich da kann tun, dass ich mich hält tun.
Mikhail, you deserve to have your revenge.
Thank you, my friend. You can go now. I can take it from here. Trust me.
God, no! This is... Please! I don't deserve this!
But you said you didn't remember who I was. Let's see if I can refresh your memory.
God damn you, Kaminyuk! Not this sociopath! I'm begging you! Kill me! Just kill me, please! Anyone!
So, kann ich jetzt hier noch mit irgendjemandem reden? Nö. Alles klar. Alles klar. Warte mal, ich habe doch genug, glaube ich, ne? Ja, dann kriegt jetzt jeder einfach mal eine doppelte Ration. Okidoki.
Igor McSpreegor. What's up, Chief?
How's life, Mikhail?
It used to be so much better around here. These NAR assholes are really throwing a chainsaw into my trading operations. It's a pity. Closed cities and nuclear reactors used to be a great place to trade. Uncle Misha, God bless his soul, if he ever had one, used to trade in Ozersk in the 50s. He actually witnessed the construction of the first Soviet reactor. Get this, a huge ass pit in the ground. Thousands of prisoners and soldiers working their asses off. Without heavy machinery, these fuckers were like the slaves building the pyramids.
What you call cool is pretty twisted, Mikhail.
Take a chill pill, Granddad. Don't you get it? It's all chaos. Always has been. Back to the story. The camp guards were totally unprepared to deal with this level of chaos and had to rely on hardened criminals to run the show. Misha told me about this colorful bandit chief who used to sit on a Turkish carpet at the bottom of the pit, giving orders. He wore these puffy, exotic-looking sequined trousers and red shoes with pointy toes. As long as the guards provided vodka and some decent food, he kept all the workers in line.
I find that hard to believe. But hey, who knows?
It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. This place was very fucking special. And Chernobyl was too. Until everything went to shit. God damn it. I miss the olden days.
Okay, warte mal, wie ist denn jetzt hier eigentlich? Okay, gut, großartig, gut, neutral, schlecht, schlecht. So, dann reden wir nochmal mit den anderen hier.
Any new developments, Professor?
Slowly getting there, I guess. Yeah, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Shoot.
What do you think about Olga?
Playing matchmaker, Kimnyuk? I thought you were a serious science type.
I'm just curious.
Normally I'd say it's none of your business, 'cause it ain't. But I like you, Igor, so... Yeah, I do like her. She's cool. She's got her own special swagger. But I can't allow myself any distractions right now.
Gotcha.
Besides, I don't think she's available, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Just don't wait too long, Sashko. Life is short, and no one knows what tomorrow will bring.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Cut it with a melodrama, Kimanyuk. Really doesn't suit you. We'll be just fine.
Ja, ich wollte mich jetzt auch nochmal mit Olga da irgendwie nochmal trainieren, um um mal meine Lebensanzeige hochzupumpen. So, wo ist Olga denn jetzt überhaupt? Ah, da vorne steht sie. So.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure. What is it?
What do you think about Sashko?
Do you like him?
Why? Are you jealous?
Neither one of you is my type.
Then yes, I admire his spirit. Sashko is his own man and doesn't take shit from anyone. He knows how to handle himself, how to fight. Maybe he's a little rough around the edges, but that kind of thing can be ironed out.
What about Kostya?
What about him?
He's your husband.
Sure, but that doesn't mean I'm his property, does it? Come on, Igor. This is just girls' talk.
You mean like just between us girls? But I'm not a girl.
Would it be the end of the world if you were? Jesus, you men are also fucking insecure.
But
Fuck, just forget it. I was just trying to have a little chat with you, and you made it fucking weird.
okay, sorry. I mean, yeah, never mind. Hi, Olga. I was wondering if you could share some of the know-how you've picked up in the zone.
I'd be glad to. But here in the zone, you must be self-sufficient. You don't want to end up worm food.
Nee, ich möchte Gesundheit um 3 Punkte erhöht, ja.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
No jokes while we're training, or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it? Today I'll teach you how to stay alive a little bit longer. Knowing how to use a medkit, healing salves, and herbs is obviously important, but I won't be talking about that.
What are you going to talk about, Olga?
About resolve, grit, and determination. About having the guts to do what's right, whatever it takes.
I get what you're saying, but what does it have to do with survival skills?
You know the stories about people who achieve seemingly impossible feats in times of crisis? There's this tale about an old woman who somehow lifted a tram because her grandkid was stuck underneath.
I'm sure that's an urban legend.
Even so, with inner discipline and strength of conviction, you can sometimes surprise yourself. Let me ask you something. Are you willing to die for Tatiana?
Without hesitation.
Good. Now what you need to understand is that she doesn't need you to die. She needs you to live. Stay alive, Igor. It's the only way to see this through. Nice job. It's so great to work with someone who actually cares. I'm tired of whiny people's bullshit.
Alles klar.
I just remembered something, Mousy.
What is it? More rat stories or history lessons?
A cautionary tale. A wise Mousy can always find a tasty bit of cheese, if he's smart. But take care that the cheese isn't poisoned or sitting in a trap. You never know what you might find.
What are you talking about?
Ozesk, 1957. Kapow! Evil rats were stirring the pot, trying to stick their ugly little stouts where they shouldn't.
Yes, I remember reading about that. It was a chemical explosion, right? Huge quantities of cesium-137 and strontium-90 were released into the atmosphere. Wasn't that classified?
While you were reading about it, my mother had to live through it. The placid Teka River, so beautiful this time of the year. But after the boom, so poisonous.
Yes, one of many regrettable failures.
No, Mousy. What you call failure, I call a deliberate plan of the Rat King. He lured the silly little mouses with a chunk of smelly yet delicious cheese. But it was poisoned. And the cheese you are looking for may be poisoned as well, even if it looks delicious. So be very careful, little mouse. Whenever you sense these machinations in the shadows, you can be sure that the Rat King has a part in it.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks.
Hi, Igor. I trust everything's going well.
Yes, what about yourself?
I'm as well as can be expected.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
Yes. I've seen some really fucked up shit since I became a soldier of fortune. I fought Somali pirates, trained insurgents in Latin America. I even helped squash an uprising at a diamond mine in Africa.
You never felt what you were doing was somehow wrong?
I never really thought about it. War is all I've ever known. Besides, it's a matter of perspective. To NAR, you and me are the bad guys. Reactionaries, terrorists.
You're overthinking this.
Don't worry. I remember where my loyalties lie, and who's paying me. Besides, I still have a score to settle with that Black Mask freak.
Gut. So weit und so gut. Ja, also das Ding hier ist die größte Scheiße überhaupt. Von wegen hier, ich bin getarnt. Egal. So, also ich beende jetzt hier den Part. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Wenn es gefallen hat, Daumen, ein Abo und sagt das nächste Mal wieder dabei. Bye, bye.